Hey, Shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. This is Thamayim in Atlanta, and I've got this TikTok pulled up. It's going into the downfall of Babylon. Babylon, biblical Babylon being America, the United States of America. And these gentlemen here are on the Bloomberg report discussing the general unhappiness, discussing the economy, and just the overall downfall of Babylon. So we'll get into it.
Number one response from President Trump in 87% of America. You can't compare Denmark with the United States, can you?
Well, you can't because the Danes are happy and the Americans are not.
But come on, it's not the same nation.
It's not the same nation, but we are sliding. That's the drama.
Our vector is moving right now.
Boy, we are going down.
What is the key observation of this report versus last year?
10 years ago, we were fourth in the high-income world. This time, we're 21st in the high-income world.
How did we lose that? Did we lose it on wage? Did we lose it on a crime? Did we lose? Where did we lose it?
We lost it on trust in government and in trust in each other. We are a nastier society. We're not helping each other. Even the giving part of America is going down. It's become a surly, nasty place, and it's showing in the declining happiness. So this is quite a drama. You know, the countries at the top this year: Norway, Denmark, Iceland, Switzerland, Netherlands, Canada way up there. But the United States in a free fall. That's the news today.
Jeffrey, what follows what? Does happiness lead to better GDP, or does only better GDP lead to more happiness?
Well, the bottom line is actually how do we like life? Because U.S. GDP is not a problem. The U.S. GDP is at an all-time high. We've had economic growth. We have incredible wealth at the top, but the society is not doing well. So the question is, what are we after? Are we after a GDP number, or are we after being a happy country and a decent country? And we're losing that part.
Right, but how do you fix it? And I know it's not a fix that you can just go, well, let's do this. But is it education? Is it innovation?
First, one of the dramas in the United States is the collapse of trust in government. Our politicians are liars. Our politicians are on the take. And so American people say our political system is rigged. And it is, unfortunately. It's billionaires day and night, and it's money day and night, and it's lobbying day and night, and it's not the wishes of the American people. So fixing government is the first thing. The Supreme Court did a job on America with Citizens United. It is a major factor in the decline. Second is you help kids in the working class get out of their struggle by helping them get an education. Our biggest divide in the United States is those with a college degree and those without. And in the society without a college degree, we're just seeing places fall apart.
Help us hear the philosophy underlying this, which you've studied and has studied at Columbia. I think of John Hello at the University of British Columbia. The basic idea here of a Lockean construct, a natural law in the United States versus a Rawlsian justice system in Europe. Come on. Our philosophy, Professor Sachs, is different than their philosophy.
That's correct.
How do you change it?
That's correct. When you show people is, look what it's doing for our lives when we say it's all struggle, all competition, rather than saying we should live together in a decent place. But you're 100% right. We have the wrong idea. The idea here that we're told all the time is the Ayn Rand idea. You don't help anybody. If you help a poor person, they're moochers. That's the nastiness we have in our politics right now. It's really dangerous, and it's showing up as an unhappy country.
And this idea of a happiness report, folks, is a basic idea of the year-to-year and decade change as well. Here's the number one response.
Okay, so there you have it. And first thing they spoke about was the happiness in these different countries, and specifically here in the U.S. and how it's been declining. And I'd seen this happiness report a few years ago, and you can tell every year it just decreases, especially here in Babylon. And that's coming through a number of ways. Like the guy went into the lies and the exposure of the government, the exposure of Esau and his wickedness that contributes to people being less and less happy. The lies about history, the lies about religion, and just people seeing, because they can see it, this the downfall of this place, the decline, the moral decline, the economic decline. They're seeing these things, and it is taking away any joy that they might have had. So this is Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, and iniquity is sin upon sin. And this place is the epitome of a sinful kingdom. It came in with a great deal of sin, with the violence that was committed to Gad and Reuben and the rest of the northern kingdom, to the violence and atrocities committed to the southern kingdom, that being the so-called Negroes, the lies and the just going around the earth to take resources. This place is full of iniquity. And then in the current period that we're in, the just overall moral decay of this place. And you can see it, everybody can see it at this point, except for the ones perpetuating it. This place is just full of sin. And it says, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And I brought that out because of the happiness that the people were talking about. And it's going down year after year. And this, the love of many waxing cold, it's going to just continue to wax worse and worse. And that coldness is going to eventually turn into violence, which will help to further the decline of Babylon the Great, or the United States. This place cannot stand because of all the iniquity, all the wickedness that it has committed throughout its years. So this is Jeremiah 51. We'll start at 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. And taking balm is trying to heal this place, but it cannot be healed. Its destiny is destruction. The destiny of both Babylon the Great and of Esau Edom is destruction, because they are destruction. That's what they bring to the earth, death and destruction. And so that will be their fate, both Babylon and Esau Edom. Esau Edom being the self-proclaimed white people. Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. And that's just the sins of this place, just stacking and growing and reaching all the way up, like the Tower of Babel, reaching all the way up to the heavens. And the Lord is going to have to bring this place down, because it's just too wicked to continue on. And the Lord's just not going to allow this wickedness to exist forever. So we're watching the decline of Babylon the Great. This is Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, that being the elite, the government, the people in power right now, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, the grinders going into jobs, because they are few. So that's showing the decline of the economy. And those that look out of the windows be darkened, not going into your vision, especially into your vision of the future. And it's just not looking bright. It's not looking promising. Verse 4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. So that could go into your business closures and your different shutdowns and lockdowns. When the sound of the grinding is low, and as I said earlier, that's going into your jobs, so low jobs. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And that goes without saying, the music has been in decline, just like Babylon the Great is in decline, just like this happiness scale is in decline, and just like the Edomites are in decline. And so, Lord willing, that was edifying. I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.